Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to show the demonstration about Geofence. The purpose of Geofence is to reduce the copters flyaway. In this video, I will show how to do basic and advanced Geofence setup and what action it takes when it breach. Let's see how to do the setup.
Go to configuration and then go to full parameter list. In this full parameter list, we have to search fence, and fence is already enabled. Fence action is RTL and fence margin is 2 meter. It won't allow to move before uh, 2 meters of the fence, and fence type is max altitude. It won't allow to go beyond max altitude of the fence, and also it won't allow to go beyond radius of the fence. We can make a polygon fence later and write the parameter. Go back to flight data. Again go to configuration. Then go to Geofence. You can cross check it here. Geofence is enabled and the action is RTL. Max altitude of the fence, we can change it to 20 meter and the radius is 300 meters. I change it to 100 meters and the RTL altitude is 15 meters. Let's make a simple waypoint mission. This is my home location. This is my waypoint number 1, waypoint number 2, and this is my waypoint number 3 and waypoint 4 here and waypoint number 5. Let me change the altitude of waypoint number 2 as 20 meter, and I'm changing waypoint number 1 as a takeoff command, and the takeoff altitude is 10 meters. And remaining all waypoint should be 25 meters. Let me create one more command for RTL. Then write the waypoints. Go back to flight data. Let's check altitude fence in loiter mode. Let me check the flight modes. Stabilize, alt hold and loiter. Battery voltage is 25 and 32 GPS sat count and 100% RSSI. I'm going to taking off in loiter mode. It's armed. Take off in loiter mode. It start taking off. I'm increasing altitude. Now the altitude is 10 meters. Now the altitude is 15 meters. Now the altitude is 18 meters. It won't allow to go further because of max altitude fence is 20 meters and the margin is 2 meters. I just keep the throttle stick 100%. Still it won't move further because of the fence. Let me show you. Go to config, Geofence. You can see here max altitude 20 meter and the margin is 2 meters. So it won't allow to move further. Altitude fence in auto mode. Before mission, we have to check flight mode, battery voltage, RSSI and GPS sat count. Go to action tab, check the flight mode is in loiter, then arm the vehicle, it's armed. Let's start the mission. Now the copter is taking off in auto mode. It's increasing altitude. Takeoff altitude is 10 meter. Once it reached 10 meter, it start moving towards waypoint 2. Now it start heading towards waypoint 2 at the altitude of 15 meters. Now the fence is breached. Max altitude fence is breached. So mode change to RTL. So copter is returned back to home. It came back to home and it start decreasing altitude 18 meters. Now the altitude is 12 meters. So this is how the copter action taken when it reached max altitude in auto mode. It's about to touch down. It's landed safely. Let me check radio fence in loiter mode. Go to config and then go to Geofence. I'm changing maximum radius to 35 meters. I'm going to take off in loiter mode. Copter is armed. Taking off in loiter mode. I'm moving forward. You can check distance to home. Distance to home is 17 meters. Now it's 24 meters. Now distance to home is around 33 meters. The maximum radius is 35 meters. So the margin is 2 meter. So it won't move forward. I just keep the forward stick in maximum, but still it won't move forward. This is how the copter reacts when it reach maximum radius in loiter mode. Radius fence in auto mode. Go to flight plan. Let's make a simple waypoint mission. This is my takeoff point and takeoff altitude is 10 meters. And this is my second waypoint. I just keep move the second waypoint at least 50 meters away from the home and the altitude is 15 meter. Write the waypoints. Now go to configuration. In this full parameter list, go to fence options and the fence radius is 50 meters. So my waypoint number 2 is away from 50 meters from the home. So let's start the mission. Go to action, arm, it's armed. Let's start the mission. Now the copter is taking off in auto mode. It is increasing altitude to 10 meters. Now it reached 10 meters. Now the drone is heading towards waypoint number 2. You can check distance to home here. Now distance to home is 40 meters. It reached 50 meters. So now radius fence is breached and the mode changed to RTL. Now drone is returning back to home. So this is how the drone reacts when it breached max radius in auto mode. Inclusion fence in auto mode. Select fence option and left side you can select draw a polygon option. Let's make a polygon fence. Again select fence inclusion, write the polygon fence and select mission option. Here we have to make a waypoint. This is my waypoint number 1. Waypoint 2, I just keep waypoint 2, 3 and 4 away from the polygon fence. As usual, waypoint 1 as a takeoff command and the altitude is 10 meters. I just keep the altitude 15 meters for remaining all waypoints, and my fifth waypoint is RTL. Now write the waypoints, go back to flight data, flight mode in Loiter, and battery voltage is 23.7. Let's arm the copter. It's armed. Now it's start taking off in auto mode. It's increasing altitude to 10 meters. Now it's approaching towards waypoint 2. You can see here now the copter is breached inclusion polygon fence. So the mode changed to RTL. Now the copter returning back to home. Now it start landing. This is how the copter reacts when it breach inclusion polygon fence in auto mode. Inclusion and exclusion fence in auto mode. Go to flight plan, select fence option, then draw a polygon. This polygon fence is my inclusion fence, so I can fly over here. Make it inclusion fence inclusion, and again draw a polygon. Now this area is my exclusion fence. I don't want to fly over here. Let's change this polygon fence as a fence exclusion, so we cannot fly over here. So this area we can fly. This is inclusion polygon fence. Let's write the polygon fence. Go to mission. Let's make a waypoint here. I just keep waypoint 2, 3 and 4 inside the inclusion area. And my waypoint 5 is over the exclusion polygon fence. My takeoff altitude is 10 meter. Remaining all waypoint altitude is 15 meters. Let's write a waypoints. Go to flight data. Go to action. Before that, you can check the maximum distance to home of each waypoint. Now go to configuration. Then go to fence. My maximum fence radius is 50 meters and the max altitude is, I just increased the max altitude to 25 meter and the maximum fence is 200 meter. Then write the parameters. Go back to flight data. Let's arm the vehicle. It's armed. Let's start the mission. Now the drone is taking off in auto mode. It's increasing altitude to 10 meters. Now it reached 10 meters. Now the drone is approaching towards waypoint 2 at 15 meters altitude. Waypoint 2, 3, 4 is in inclusion area. Now it's approaching towards waypoint 3 at 15 meters altitude. Now it's heading towards waypoint 4. Now it's reached waypoint 4. Now it's heading towards waypoint 5. Now the exclusion fence is breached and the mode changed to RTL. Now the drone is heading towards home location. Now it start decreasing altitude. This is how the copter reacts when it breach exclusion fence. Inclusion fence in guided mode. Go to action. Let's arm the copter. It's armed. Right click on the map panel. Enter takeoff command. Now the copter is taking off in guided mode. Takeoff altitude is 5 meters. Now I enter new target location inside the fence and the altitude is 8 meters. It's moving towards new target location at 8 meters altitude. Now my next target location is away from the inclusion fence. It won't accept. Again I give one more target location away from the fence. Again it won't accept. Let me check one more target location inside the fence. Yes, it is moving towards new target location. My next target location also inside the fence. It is moving towards new target location. My next target location is away from the fence. It won't accept. So whenever I give new target location inside the inclusion fence area, it is accepting. But when I give new target location away from the fence, it won't accept. So this is how the copter reacts when it's flying in guided mode inside the inclusion area.
Hey guys, I tested basic and advanced geofence features with this Pixhawk drone in Loiter, auto and guided mode. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more videos.